Mr. Amir Halevi, the Director General of the Israel Ministry of Tourism, visiting officials from Israel, Anat Varsitsky, Uri Tua, my friends and colleagues from the travel fraternity, members of the press and media, ladies and gentlemen, shalom and good evening. I am Judah Samuel, the Director of Marketing for the Israel Ministry of Tourism in India. It is my honor to have with us today our Director General in India for the very first time on his official trip as the Director General. Ladies and gentlemen, Israel is a destination which has so much to offer. But before I go ahead, this evening will answer this question for you. I would like to call upon the host of this evening, Mr. Hassan Madar, the Director of the India Office for the Israel Ministry of Tourism, to please come up and give the welcome address.
Thank you, everybody. Dear Director General of the Israel Ministry of Tourism, Mr. Amir Levy, colleagues and visitors from Israel, members of the travel, trade and press, ladies and gentlemen. As a Director of the India Office, I am honored to have with us today, for the very first time, our Director General in India. I want to say a big thank you to each and every one of you of giving your time to come here and to share the evening with us. We started from scratch, and the response that this market has given us today as a new destination is amazing and extremely motivating. Within a short span, we have achieved quite a bit, and we know we have a long way to go. I wish you enjoy this evening, and thank you for coming. Thanks.
He is loved by everybody in the travel fraternity. He is the first Indian to travel to Israel on an official passport as the President of the Delhi University Students Union at that time. He is an admirer and a supporter of Israel. He is the President of the Confederation of the Tourism Professionals. He is the Chairman of the Aviation and Tourism Committee of the India Chamber of Commerce. He is an author of the book Poverty Eradication Using the Development of Tourism, in which he also earned a PhD. Ladies and gentlemen, I am very happy and honored to call upon the Chairman of STIC Group, the largest aviation tourism marketing company in India, none other than Subhash Goyal.
How many of you have been to Israel? My God. You know, the world is divided into two. Those who have been to Israel and those who haven't. So I think shortly, you have to all go to Israel. And there's a huge business opportunity waiting for all of you to make money. Because Israel is just across, it's very near to India. When I first went to Israel as a student leader, I was amazed to see that how in a desert, you find desert and suddenly you find a patch of green land. And we had a conference, and can anyone tell me what drives Israel? Can anyone from the audience?
No, the spirit of Israel.
The passion, the spirit, the commitment for the nation. Every single person you meet has that passion in them. They are patriots to the core. And they'll do anything. I mean, those days there was no Israeli embassy, so for the, there was in the, in Pedder Road, there was a consulate for the Indian Jews. So I had to fly to Bombay and I was also visiting some other countries. So those days to go for a conference, you needed external affairs, home, and that time education. So many clearances. And then with great difficulty, I don't want to go into the story, how security was not that much, how I gate crashed into the parliament and told Mrs. Gandhi that they are not giving me, permission to leave. And finally I went. But I missed, I was one day late because TWA used to fly from Bombay, Rome, Tel Aviv. And my return ticket had to be paid by UNESCO because it was a youth conference. So I was on a one-way ticket and I landed there and I didn't know anyone. And the people who were to receive me, they sort of thought I'm not coming. I went out of the airport. Today if you go out of Tel Aviv airport, you will see beautiful development. You saw the multi-storied buildings and all, it's like any modern city anywhere in the world. But that time it was not so. I had to walk across a desert type of area to come to the main road. And then I asked for a lift because I had an address of a professor in the university. And a beautiful girl stopped and gave me a lift. I swear, I didn't dare flirt with her because she had a gun. But she dropped me and then it's a long story. But I stayed.
This is not the first.
Ask no questions, you will be told no lies. But what happened was I stayed in a kibbutz. Now, do you know what is a kibbutz? Huh? It is the true socialism anywhere in the world. And we have to learn this from Israel because people get involved. And I saw, when I was being taken around, the foreign affairs minister plucking, oranges. They all stay in a kibbutz, although this kibbutz system is now breaking up. And a lot of people are now, but that time, I was so amazed at the way these people have converted the desert into greenery. First time in my life I saw drip irrigation. And I'm talking about more than 40 years back, talking about early 1970. So, I was so impressed that when I came back, I wrote a letter to Mrs. Gandhi that we have to have diplomatic recognition of Israel. And I also had a little press. And in Israel, the people are so passionate that, again, I don't want to because time is short. I was flying yesterday, I postponed to be here because I have a flight to catch. I'm going straight to the airport from here. But, the people, they go out of the way to help you. They are friendly. They love their country. I mean, if you go to the Dead Sea, you can't drown. It's a wonderful experience. And the chemicals, the salt, it has curative value. So for a lot of diseases, the Dead Sea is really something wonderful. And then I was taken around all over. I tell you, every day, every minute was interesting. How, the people, I missed the conference was in Jerusalem, and they drove me all the way from Tel Aviv, and I had only 8 pounds in my pocket. And because those days you could get only 8 pounds. And I didn't have a return ticket. So UNESCO paid me the return ticket, and then ISTA, Israeli Students Association, on Rennie's Road, they had a flight, student charter to London. And then I took one of those student charters, and then from London I came. So that is how I got involved in travel. So I have a special sentiment and feeling for this great nation. And we have those days, ML Sondi was alive and he was very active. We had a Friends of Israel, small group, and this Rani Jetmilani's daughter was also involved in that. And we were like a ginger group. We tried to tell the government that the future of India lies by, and today I'm very happy. People don't see it, but the highest level we have security and a lot of other military cooperation with this great nation of Israel. And from the tourism point of view, I think, all of you who are in the tourism business, you try to do the Holy Land tours and see how much potential that is there. And whoever you send will come back very happy. With these words, sir, I welcome you to India, the Director General of Israeli Tourism. And also, I'm very happy that because of your efforts, I know him since he was with El Al, and I was talking to our Air India Commercial Director is here, Mr. Shiv, yes. And behind the success of every man there's a woman. So Mrs. Srivastava is also there. So I told them, I said, why don't you start direct flights to Israel? He said, I can start tomorrow, but I need the crew. So we have a challenge. Earlier, I know Israeli tourism was willing to subsidize something. Now you get us the crew, and there's a commitment from Air India, they'll start the flights tomorrow. So, and once the flights start, then I can assure you that we'll have so many tourists going. The total outbound from India is around 17 million. And we are the number one shoppers in Singapore, in Malaysia, we are number 2 in Hong Kong because the Chinese overseas are number 1. In Bangkok we are number 2 because there are about 40,000 Japanese who live in Thailand, and even if they buy fish, it's counted as shopping. But in London also, in Switzerland also, in Sri Lanka also, in Nepal also, we are number 1 in shopping. So we spend a lot, and we know you have lovely diamonds there, and you have a lot of other interesting shopping to do. So, and also from the IT point of view, they have I recently again went, I was a speaker at the TAFI convention in Jerusalem, and this was I think last year. And I tell you, I was amazed by the progress they made. It was a transformed country. They created an heaven out of nothing. And the way they are, surrounded by enemies all over, and still it is so peaceful and so secure. I can guarantee you that it is one of the safest places on the planet. So don't worry about anything. Just, a faint heart never won a fair lady. So be brave and go to Israel, and I tell you, you'll never regret it. God bless you.
Now I know what happened to you.